What's up, everybody? Okay, so this is Bitcoin on the 15-minute time frame, and I wanted to share with you what I was saying yesterday and where have we reached today. Yesterday we were watching the chart and we saw that Bitcoin has rejected from the POC of our previous range that was in May 2022, and I was talking about either a continuation to the downside or possible retrace to recover this red vector candle. And I was telling you that we might probably sneak up and recover this candle fully or halfway through. We may still go up from here. We have broken down this support line, which is a trend line of this triangle, if you want to call it a triangle, and that is bearish. We are struggling at the POC of this bottom range. So that's also another bearish indication, but we may have some volatility coming into the charts because we have the FOMC and the federal funds rate being announced tomorrow, and the FOMC meeting minutes of meeting are coming out tomorrow. But this is a POC of this range, and at the moment as we speak we are under it. Now I was saying yesterday, if we lose the value area low high, then we are most probably coming to the POC. Now we got there today, and breaking the POC could bring us down to the value area low. If we don't get a good bounce from the POC, we might look for a bounce somewhere here. We have some levels before we get there. We have the 27,600, which would be around the 50 EMA on the 1-day time frame. And if we break that, then we're coming to the value area low where our last week low stands at around 26,886. So if we start losing this 28 and start losing the POC, 27.6, then 26.886 I'll be looking at. We do have some liquidity to grab to the downside. We do have some vectors that we didn't recover. If you look left on the 15-minute on the daily, let's go on the smaller time frame because the daily, sometimes the vectors don't really appear in the daily. On the 1-hour time frame, we have vectors that could take us as low as the 25k zone. Let me show you what I'm talking about. I don't know if it's clear on the chart, but you could see over here the shaded areas that are slightly lighter are vector candle zones. So you could see we have vector candles here that could go as low as that over here, the green candles. And if we go to the right, you could see that the VWAP is at around 25,688. If we don't continue lower, what is the possibility? If we don't continue lower, then essentially two things can happen. Either we could still move correctively to the upside and then come down, or we're going to move and not take out the 29,940 and not take out the 30,050, this previous high, and then we could come down in a C wave. This may be a C wave because it's quite impulsive, but nevertheless, if we go higher, then that would mean we might come down later. I still lean a bit more bearish that we still have a correction to complete to the downside, then maybe continue higher. Overall, I'll trade the markets as they are. I took a short somewhere up here. When I saw the rejection of the POC somewhere there, I took a short. And now on the 1-hour time frame, we're seeing that we're struggling below the POC and we're finding it difficult to get above the lower trend line of the triangle. But low liquidity at the moment. Maybe when the New York market opens, we'll have a pump, or another possibility that we may continue this sideways range until the FOMC comes in tomorrow and the Fed fund rate is announced. Then we have that big move. I personally would prefer we get a further dump from today and into the FOMC and the Fed funds rate, and then tomorrow when Jerome Powell comes out and says we're raising 25 basis point, or maybe we may hold in the future, or we'll have a pivot on this date, then the market starts rallying again. But if we don't get that further dump, then we are at risk that we will continue after the Fed funds rate. That's my outlook for now. So the level to the downside is that, and if you are not in a position and we get that pump, then a level to short would look at around these levels, the 28.6 or even the 28.8. We might only come up as high as 28.4, recover this red candle, which we've recovered most of it. So I would think even if we come up 28.6, 28.8 might be a good zone to chance a short. That will be somewhere here at the value area high. If you get rejected here and you see a sign of weakness, then you may continue again down to the POC. And if you come up to 28.8, then that's a very value area low of this previous range, and you may continue lower. Way of trading this also, if you're watching the chart, is retrace to the 50 EME 28.4, rejection to continue only lower. Because if we get above the 50 EMA, that means then we're possibly changing trend and trying to reverse to the upside. All right, that's all my update for now. Hope you liked it. If you did, hit the likes, subscribe to the channel, and hit your notification. Join the free Discord where I do post some ideas when I'm not posting videos. And if you really like to support the channel, then link is in the channel description and in the video description. More trades, I'm out.